Hi there, my name is Tamara Bartmus with Lightsome Living, and today's video we're going to give you an overview of what you can expect during the 2025 Pisces season. Now, I don't know about you, but have you felt the energy sort of move into this mutable energy? Mutable is a part of describing different signs of the zodiac. There are four different mutable signs. There are Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and then, of course, Pisces. And this energy is sort of the wrap up energy of a season. We are in the final month of winter, finally. And in that season, it presents this energy that says, let's get stuff done. Let's complete things. Let's wrap this up. And I've been feeling like that. And you might see some changes in how I come and show up on YouTube because of that. But for now, I want to walk us through what we can expect during Pisces season. Now, the key events that I really want to highlight during Pisces season comes back down to the cycle and flow of the sun and the moon. On February 18th, the sun entered Pisces in the middle of the day. But on February 28th, this is the last day of February, we will be having the Pisces new moon. And then 2 weeks later, we have on March 14th, not just a Virgo full moon, but also the beginning of the eclipse season for 2025 with a lunar eclipse. Let's look into some significant events that are coming. And it is a busy astrological month. There's a lot of energy shifting, and I am personally looking forward to the energy shift. On February 23rd, Neptune comes in conjunct with the North Node in Pisces. And I wanted to highlight this because, again, this North Node in Pisces is drawing us into the lessons of Pisces to learn how to sit with things, to let go of the past, to embrace love and humanity on a whole different level. And Neptune comes in tune with that, so we can either avoid it or we can lean into it and actually sit with it and get great information and downloads, I guess you could say, on what this nodal cycle will be as the nodes are in Pisces and Virgo for the next 18 months. On February 24th, hallelujah, Mars finally stops retrograde and stations direct in Cancer. So pay attention to that Cancer and Leo energy on your birth chart, because Mars is going to be coming back really quickly, making things move and shake. And you might feel this like massive uptick a month before our a month before the spring equinox that pulls you into movement and action and completing things. So look forward to that energy helping you get out of the winter doldrums. On March 1st, though, we will begin the pre-shadow of Mercury going retrograde in Pisces. Again, this Piscean theme, right? And that pre-shadow will last for a little bit before later in March 15th, 2 weeks later, it actually goes retrograde in Aries. And then it will go retrograde, and then we'll journey through the Aries energy and the Pisces energy in that retrograde Mercury. On March 2nd, Venus goes retrograde in Aries. Again, another interesting dynamic as Mars is just shifting out of retrograde, which is the ruler of Aries, and now Venus goes into retrograde in Aries. And so these themes around things that we desire and what we want and how do we want to take action on them, we might find a lot more clarity in the coming month, because it might have been a little bit of confusion for the last little while of how do you want to proceed in your life, what do you desire, and how are you going to take action on that. March 3rd, Mercury enters Aries, and then March 12th, Sun comes into contact with Saturn in Pisces. And again, bringing information and light and awareness to that part of ourselves that maybe might have been less forgiving, more rigid and strict, and needs a little bit more awareness or a little more insight into what that energy looks like for our own growth. So pay attention to that March 12th, the date. That's going to be really fascinating for you if you choose to be aware. And then on March 17th, we'll have the sun come into contact with the North Node. Again, this is just sort of a unique day to reflect on what is the direction and the themes of this lesson for you going to look like as the North Node presents that on an emotional level. And then March 19th, the sun will then hit Neptune in Pisces. And so some key points where again, the sun as it transits through some themes around water, fire, and the things we desire. So it's going to be an exciting month. I hope that you make note of these dates in your journal or in your phone so that you can pay more attention to the energy. And again, astrology, in my opinion, is about being aware and using these energy shifts to help us learn and grow and and just, move forward. Some other things to pay attention to is as the sun moves through the Piscean sign, is how it impacts our body and the vitality it can restore to that, to our feet, to our toes, to our lymphatic system, to the parasympathetic nervous system, to how we sleep, to our cellular hydration, and is definitely an important part. The energy impact from this Piscean season will be really important. So give yourself a little more time for your sleep. Give yourself a little more time for things that are going to be healing and restorative to you and help move things out by stimulating that lymphatic system. Now, I do have a resource available for you. You can purchase this on Amazon. It's my Zodiac workbook and journal. This is the last one. I have done all 12 signs. They're all available on my Amazon account, and you can use these guides. I'm working on a more condensed version, but this will be the full thing in all of its entirety and reflection so that you can walk away from every season feeling like, oh, I get why this season is so important for me personally based off of your personal birth chart. So I'd encourage you to check that out. If you want to get something free from me, I would encourage you to go check out my Zodiac sign specific essential oil cheat sheet. Now, if you follow me on this account, you know that I love to merge things of this world, this nature, plants, with the stars of the heavens. And in finding that bridge and balance, I have created this cheat sheet to help you understand the different layers of your zodiac signs. And we all have all of the 12 signs. It's a matter of understanding how do those 12 signs impact us on a physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual layer. And this gives you a breakdown of what that could look like. And if you choose to, there's a deeper dive into that after you get your freebie. You can access this free. Well, it's not free, but it's a very affordable price for this breakdown of the different layers of the sign and what tools I suggest to support you through that. So along those lines, I just want to highlight one essential oil for your use throughout this entire season. Now, unfortunately, a gardenia is not an oil that you can just purchase right now from doTERRA. It's a special one. So if you know somebody, if you really want it, message me, find me on Instagram, and I can find a way to get one or a sample of it to you. But it is a beautiful oil for sort of helping us come into that blossoming of ourselves. If you've ever smelled a gardenia plant and flower, it is heavenly. It just smells gorgeous. And it can help release, sort of like as that flower blossoms, it sort of just releases, it has to release the stuff for the beauty to come forward. And so how it impacts our spirits is that it helps to release that inner discord that we might have, where we can then instead choose to love instead of choosing to hold on to things that are building tension and stress for us. It can open our hearts and our hands to others in friendship and kindness. We might be more inclined to connect with people, to serve other people, to look outside of our little bubbles and be more observant of the world around us. It helps to ease the sense of loneliness that comes only through connection. And that usually involves other people, for good or for worse. Sometimes we are burned by people and relationships, and we just don't want anything to do with them anymore. But they also the right people can bring a great sense of peace to us as well. It can help invite forgiveness and connection with others, where we might have come to those people or places with great criticism and judgment, and instead letting that go and letting love sort of fill the gaps and step into the place there. So I hope that as you go through your season, your Piscean season, that you will find a lot of peace. You'll be able to accomplish things that you need to, and that you'll be interested and inclined to hear those, tune into those messages that are waiting for you, because there's a lot of awareness work that can happen right now this month that will prepare you for the next 18 months and will give you insight in how to let go of the past so that you can really embrace and step into the path of your future. So thank you guys so much, and I'll check you on the next video for our Pisces new moon.